It's Lyra's bath time, so I thought I would show you how I wash her long hair. Are those lights pretty up there? So here she is in her bathtub, ready to go. Yes, you ready? And I filled my sink with warm water. And the things I'm using today are going to be this comb. I got a 12-pack of these on Amazon for $11.49 if I remember right. And we're just using a really basic baby shampoo. This is Johnson's Head to Toe. And I'm also going to be using just a cup for pouring water. All right. And I have her dressed in a onesie because she's a very modest baby. And I know I don't normally bathe her while she's dressed, but here we go. There. So when Lyra was born, she had about 1.5 inches of hair. And I keep waiting to see if it's going to fall out, but she hasn't lost any yet. It just keeps growing. Right. So I put a little soap on the top of her head. And then I'm going to very gently sort of rub that in. But I don't want to ruffle the hair too much because I don't want to create any extra tangles. And I'll show you why in just a minute. Here, ready? Yes? Okay. So then we take your comb, if you have one like this, and you're going to take the bigger side first to go through the hair and make sure there aren't any tangles. Right. And when she was younger, she also had some cradle cap. So that's when I started doing this method. Basically, what I've done now is I've wet down the cradle cap and I've added soap to act against the oils. And I'm smoothing out her hair so that we can take the fine comb and try to remove any cradle cap or dead skin kind of buildup if she has any. Right. But I haven't really noticed any issues with that since I've been doing this. So what I try to do, I just flip to the small side on the comb. What I try to do is about 50 to 100 strokes depending on what kind of mood she's in. But I just want to make sure that I get against her scalp to remove anything that's been building up there. And this is going to prevent cradle cap more than treat it. So if your baby does have cradle cap, you're probably going to want to talk to the baby's doctor and see what they recommend. This is a little bit more of a preventative. So if there were flakes of cradle cap, the comb here would be removing it. And we've wet it down so that it's easier to remove. And I'm not pushing this against her scalp really hard. Just enough that I can sort of feel that it's touching her scalp. Sort of like a very gentle scratch, like if you had an itch. And she tolerates this really well. She's pretty used to it. I keep the bath water pretty warm so she stays pretty comfortable. And I have not been counting because we have been talking. And then you can do the back as well. Whoops. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then I like to comb her hair back to the way she normally styles it, or the way I normally style it. Yes, because otherwise it gets kind of tangly. We'll do that. Okay, and then we'll rinse you out. Yeah, and then we'll get this onesie off and finish your bath. Ready? Whoa! What happened? Whoa! Whoa! There! All done.